Hi guys, this is Deborah Robertson, and today I'm talking about how I make decisions, so kind of like my guide to decision making and how I make that process, so what goes into making a decision in my life. So I'm going to be really honest with you. I've always been a very impulsive person, to give you an example of that. I came out to Australia on a 2-week holiday to see my sister, and when I got home from that 2-week holiday, having never visited Australia before, I told my husband we're moving to Australia, and he was like, oh okay, because our plan was always to move to Spain. We'd got a property in Spain and that was our plan. When my husband left the military, we were going to move to Spain. We'd got a business set up, you know, everything was sorted for us moving there. And I came back from this 2-week vacation and decided, yep, let's sell the house in Spain and move to Australia. So you can probably tell from that I'm very impulsive. We did actually move to Australia about 4 months later. So so up until probably, I don't know, a couple of years ago, that was the way I was. I was impulsive. We would visit places at the drop of a hat. You know, lots of things. I'd buy a property at the drop of the hat. And some of those decisions were really, really bad. You know, they weren't all good decisions. But that's just the way I was. It was kind of like fly from the seat of my pants kind of girl, and just see where we ended up. So when I joined my online business, I had to really hold myself back a little bit. I really wanted to take action, and I really wanted to move the business forward fast, but I couldn't be as impulsive as I was. So my decision-making process is slightly different now. I will always look at the pros and cons. That's the first thing I'll do. I'll look at the you know, the challenges that I'm going to have during that process. I'll look at whether it's actually going to be feasible for me to do it, and I'll make a list. I'm very much a list maker, so I'll make a list, pros and cons, and more than anything now, I will look to my my own mentor for guidance, because they've travelled the road that I'm on. So so that's a big thing for me as well. I think if you can get advice from people that have already been there and done it, you are going to get there a lot quicker and a lot smoother. So I think that's probably my biggest advice for today. This is a really short video today. I know I normally do quite long ones, but I figured that that's my way I make decisions. I also discuss them with my husband, of course, and we'll go through the pros and cons together, and we'll look at the impact that any decisions are going to make on our kids, and that kind of thing. But pretty much I do still have that impulsive nature. You know, sometimes my husband will come home and I'll say, oh, by the way, I've just booked business class flights for us to go to the UK again, and he'll just roll his eyes, because that's another $15,000 that I've spent just at the drop of a hat. But really looking into it a bit deeper, you know, that's so I can go and see family and friends, and it's not a frivolous spend. I feel that that's quite an important thing for us to do. So so yeah, I'm slightly impulsive still. I try not to be as impulsive as I used to be. I don't buy houses at the drop of a hat anymore, and I do try and think things through and look at the bigger picture, look at the pros and cons, and look at how that decision is going to affect us. So hopefully that's been helpful. You now know how impulsive I am and how crazy I can be, but hopefully I am a bit more stable in my decision making these days, and you know, especially when my business is concerned. So have a great day, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.